Hi, this is Walker Hall with Team Mahogany. He's the sales manager there. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Uh, Obviously, my name's Walker Hall. Born and raised in Lubbock, Texas. Spent a few years in Dallas, but I've been back in the area for 16 or 17 years. Happily married to Bailey and father to Harrison and Chandler, my son and daughter. I spent about 10 years managing car dealerships. That opened up an opportunity to go be an indirect lender for a community bank. I did that for the better part of 6.5 years, and I've been here ever since, happily. And
Awesome. What are your day-to-day challenges as a manager here at Wholesale Payments?
Day to day challenges as a manager at Wholesale Payments. Um, I care about my team a lot. I care about the individuals on my team a lot, and I tend to get a little too involved when we have a crack staff over in operations that can do a lot of that for me. So my biggest challenges are making sure that guys and gals on my team feel supported, right? Sure, they can do it themselves, and sure, I can point them in the right direction, but sometimes it takes a little extra effort to let them know they're not alone, and that they do have an ally here. And so my biggest challenge is balancing advocating for my reps and for the guys and gals out in the field, but also not doing them a disservice by doing the work for them. They need to know where they can go if for some reason they couldn't get me on the phone. So that's a balancing act for me, just because I do like to get involved and I care about my reps and how they feel, maybe a little too much. So
Awesome, awesome. So, what do you see those reps that you're talking about? What do you see them struggling with the most?
I would say the biggest pain point or struggle point for that matter for a rep, new or old for that matter, is two things: time management. We don't have a clock in, clock out mentality or program here at Wholesale. You got to get off the couch and go do it yourself. I can only do so much over the phone, and even for my local reps, I'm not going to go shake them out of their house and get them moving. So making sure that you have a plan, right? Manage your time efficiently the night before so that you have a plan going into your day. Some folks struggle with that, but I've seen that once they figure that aspect of it out, the rest kind of falls in line. And then more so new reps, but the ability to ask for help. A lot of times we think in life asking for help is a sign of weakness, but it's actually a strength, in my opinion, a, a huge strength, especially in what we do. So many people come to this industry and wholesale payments in particular with no prior experience. And you got to have somebody to lean on. You got to
Mhm.
have somebody to advocate for you.
Of course.
And that's where we come into play. But if you don't give us that opportunity, then we can't help you. And so again, we get busy around here, and it's not always the easiest for us to actively outbound call our reps and make the initiative. And so you've got to have the ability to every 3 or 4 points of contact, every 3 or 4 merchants you visit with, call in, digress, debrief, perform an autopsy on what you've seen that day and what you've seen in that the last 30 or 45 minutes. Check in, figure it out. That's the best way you're going to learn, and it's gonna help you overcome a lot in trying to. It's like drinking out of a fire hose.
Hmm.
Learn in this industry, you need somebody to help you do so.
Of course, yes. Do you enjoy what you do?
Absolutely. Um, Obviously, my background in car dealerships and even at the bank, I did not work banker's hours. So I love the fact that I get to go home at 5 or 6 every night and be with my family and be present with my family. And I love the fact that I have my weekends back for the first time in darn near 20 years doing what I've done. And so I love the work life balance that wholesale has created for me. I love the financial opportunities and doors that it's opened for me here. But probably more than that, I can say this from the bottom of my heart: I love my work family. I love the guys and gals I get to work with, whether it be fellow peers at the sales campus here, or the people that have the hardest job at wholesale in operations, the support teams, tech support, client services, the accounting team, deployment, you name it. So I absolutely love working at Wholesale Payments.
Awesome. That seems like a common theme here. All the managers tend to love their work family. It's one big recurring theme. What do you like the most about your job?
Probably, I'm a fixer by nature, and every day is a 3 million piece jigsaw puzzle that's strewn across my desk, and I've got to find a way to put it together. So I enjoy that, coupled with um, bettering my rep's life. If you're going to give me a commitment and the opportunity to work with you, um, I love it to see it. I love to see it culminate and all come together. And so I thoroughly enjoy the success that I'm afforded by this company. But I guess if I had to quantify it into one answer, I would say what I enjoy most about my job is making that opportunity come true for other people. Uh, whether it be someone over in tech support, or more relevantly, a rep that works on Team Mahogany. Starting out from nothing and building up a residual and a book of business, starting from scratch and getting the goals that we set out early. It's fun to see that stuff come to fruition.
Awesome. Speaking of reps on Team Mahogany, what are the benefits of being a rep here at Wholesale?
Some of that I feel like I kind of halfway answered before. I love the work life balance. If whether you have a family or whether you're on your own, the schedule is fully autonomous as far as you're going to be able to work when you need to work and play when you need to play. But I mean, life changing financial opportunities is the easiest way to put that. Um, the best part about being a rep is you're fully supported, whether it be over in operations or with your national sales manager. You're totally afforded the opportunity to be successful so long you're willing to come to the table and make that initial effort. But at the end of the day, if you do that and all those things fall into place, there isn't an industry, let alone a place like wholesale payments, that affords you the opportunity to change your stars financially, whether it be with a residual income stream or a residual buyout. You can literally change your stars. I hate to say that phrase again, but that's the only way. That's the only way I feel like I can qualify it, is it's changing your stars. And so, if you're not afraid to work and you're not afraid to go create, you're not afraid to bet on yourself, you can absolutely change your life from a financial standpoint and success standpoint. And for me, again, not to beat a dead horse, but the fulfillment of seeing that in others is amazing. And I get to see it all the time, which is great because we're in a wonderful time in this industry and wholesale payments is capitalizing on it. And the ones that really benefit from it are the reps for the most part out in the field.
Yeah, of course. Is there anything else you'd like to add or let our merchants or reps know? Maybe something that you just have been holding on to that you want to let them know deep down in your heart?
Um, again, I'm one voice, but I think there's others that'll echo this sentiment. Absolutely, there's tough days, there's stressful days. We put the merchant, we put our customer and our clients first, but I absolutely relish the opportunity that I was afforded here. And anybody who again is willing to get out and bet on yourself and make the most of an opportunity. Don't think twice about it. Wholesale payments is where you need to be. Team Mahogany is where you need to be. But just don't sit around and wait for it to happen. Go make it happen yourself. And there isn't another vessel out there like wholesale payments that affords you the opportunity to make it happen and to make it worth your while. We joke around on our team, is the juice worth the squeeze, right? It's worth the squeeze at wholesale payments.
Of course. Well, thank you, Walker, again for taking the time, and I hope we can do this again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank
Uh,
you.